When Jose Mourinho was a translator here, did you see him becoming the great manager he is today? No.
You know, he'd say one or two things, and I would look at him and I'd say to myself, that's clever. And you know what? He's right. So I did like to discuss football with him. You know, he had his own opinion. He didn't say to me the things that I would have liked him to have said to me. He said the things which were of true value, that were honest, and that were forthright. He never let me down.
Eu tenho certeza que no próximo ano nós vamos ser campeões. Agora. E em condições normais vamos ser campeões. Em condições anormais também vamos ser campeões.
UEFA Cup final for Jose Mourinho at Porto. Between Monaco and Porto, no form guide, so an intriguing evening ahead.
Then he won the Portuguese Cup, and lo and behold, he won the UEFA Cup in his first year, so he did the treble. And then, globally, he won the Champions League with Porto. Success that I never had. I'm proud of him, I really am. I see him with great pride. He's climbed up the steps of the ladder and he's on the top notch, and good luck to Jose.
Please don't call me arrogant because what I'm saying is true. I'm European champion. I think I'm a special one. Omelets, eggs. No eggs, no omelets.
From draws into victories.
I don't want to be strong with you because you are a nice guy. Pressure is bird flu. I'm feeling a lot. I'm serious. I'm feeling a lot of pressure with the Swan in Scotland. Pressure is millions of people in the world, parents, no money to buy food for their children. That's pressure. Nobody asked me my team. Do you want to know my team tomorrow? So why don't you ask me?
What's your team tomorrow?
It's too late. I'm sorry. My salary against your salary. My salary against your salary. Do you want to do it?
For one day. One day's salary.
No, 1 month's salary.
He is the Iceman. He's the coolest man on the planet.
You want another team? I can say my team and Barca team. Barcelona, Valdés, Belletti, Puyol, Marquez, Giovanni, Albertini, Deco, Xavi, Eto'o, Juli, Ronaldo. Chelsea, Peter Cech, Paulo, Ricardo, John Terry, Gallas left back, Thiago Makalele, Frank Lampard, Joe Cole, Drogba e Good Johnson. It's a good finish.
In May 2006, Chelsea appeared to have secured...
When I'm not happy with the club, goodbye. When the club is not happy with me, goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye, not even with consecutive bad results.
The website, the club confirmed that they had agreed to part by mutual consent.
Those who are leaving is a disappointment for the game, and I just don't know what I'm going to do with my wine now. But nonetheless, I wish him well.
Avrebbe una difficoltà qui.
Perché parla del giocatore del Chelsea?
Perché è un modo furbo di fare la stessa domanda di lui.
Sì. Ma io non sono Pirlo.
L'incitamento del suo pubblico.
Scrivo la tua squadra, io gioco con la tua squadra. Io gioco. No. No 9, no 9. 11. Una Roma con grandissimi giocatori, con tanti giocatori che io volevo avere con me, e che finirà la stagione con 0 titoli. Non si è parlato di un Milan che finirà la stagione con 0 titoli e che con giocatori, con tradizione, con cultura vincente, con tutto che una squadra ha bisogno per vincere titoli. Non si è parlato di una Juve che ha vinto tanti punti, ma tanti punti con errori arbitrali. A me non mi piace prostituzione intellettuale, non mi piace. To follow a dream, yes, it's true. But one thing is to follow the dream, another thing is to follow an obsession. And this is not an obsession. It's just a dream. We have the dream to play the Champions League final. And
Ja vaig dir que ser president del Barça
era una manera més de promoure i de defensar els drets i llibertats de Catalunya.
For Barcelona is not a dream, it's an obsession. And the obsession is called Madrid and Santiago Bernabeu. A dream is more pure than obsession. A dream is about pride. The players would be very, very proud to reach the final.
Mañana vas a ver espectáculo. Mañana Milán sin las semifinales. Bienvenido, Mourinho. Bienvenido, Teatrero. Mourinho, Teatrero. Que va a ser un infierno. ¡Hijo puta, ¡Ese portugués! ¡Hijo puta, ¡Ese portugués! ¡Hijo puta,
Once upon a time they called you the translator here, but is this one of your proudest moments as a manager?
Yes. Is
the most proud?
Yes.
My image has progressively been transformed into that of a person who's not the real me.
Di una persona che non corrisponde a lo che io sono. Boa noite. Peço desculpa por falar em português, mas sou um orgulhoso português.
En esta sala, él es el puto jefe, el puto amo, el que más sabe.
Josep Guardiola.
Josep Guardiola is a fantastic coach. I repeat, a fantastic coach. But he has won only one Champions League, and that is one that will embarrass me.
1-1 is finished here. Barca win on away goal.
I think they talk about respect for the referees, but you might argue that the referee made some dubious decision.
Man there trying to stop Drogba getting himself into further trouble.
Y a mí me daría vergüenza de ganar. Termina mi carrera hoy. Y como no puedo decir lo que siento, dejo solo una pregunta que espero que un día conseguir la respuesta, que es ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? Me da un poco de asco vivir en este mundo y ganar mi vida en este mundo, pero es nuestro mundo. Tenemos que ir ahí con todo orgullo. Sin Pepe, que no ha hecho nada, sin Ramos, que no ha hecho nada, sin el entrenador, que no puede estar en banquillo. la verdad. ¿Piensas que son quejas o piensas que son verdades?
Pienso que son quejas.
¿Piensas? Hipócrita, lo siento.
It seems that it's always the same. If there's a decision that could go one way or the other, it always goes the other way.
Parece que en este caso siempre es negro.
With a better side. Obviously this means nothing with regards to the cup now, but the outlook is good for us.
49th birthday. The Whites coach was presented with a cake by Sergio Ramos and Iker Casillas on behalf of the team.
Explained, there are 8 more press conferences before I leave, and there's nothing more to say. And how far is Mourinho to blame for Guardiola's burnout?
Me parece que nada.
As far as I'm concerned, not at all.
Well, it just gets better and better for this man. He really has pushed the boundaries further and further. Doesn't matter what country he goes to, he guarantees success. And he applauds the players because he knows they're the ones that have done it for him, but he's the instigator behind it. He's the one that has the strategy to get the best out of every member of that squad, and you have to give him credit for that.
worries me is more than the points that we have dropped right now. I don't have a team. That was Jose Mourinho's unexpected verdict after the first 4 matches in the Liga BBVA. His words came after the defending champions were beaten by the minimum by Sevilla, the Sanchez Pizjuan, and worse still from another set piece. Mourinho's Madrid have collected just 4 points from a possible 12, 1 victory, 2 defeats and 1 draw. The record-breaking team from last season sits mid-table and 8 points adrift of leaders FC Barcelona. I see very few players with commitment, and when that's the case, it's very complicated. The Sevilla defeat has only intensified the worst start to any league campaign in Mourinho's career. It is also the first time that any Real Madrid side has lost the opening 3 matches as the visitors, if you include the first leg of the Spanish Super Cup, which the Whites went on to win. That was 15 days ago, and Mourinho will be wondering what has changed since then. Since the new season started, we have played well in the Super Cup, but that's all. We enjoyed a few minutes against Valencia, but apart from that, nothing. Nothing against Getafe, nothing tonight, and we hardly played well against Granada. It looked like the Super Cup win over Barca might boost confidence for a team which last season racked up a record 100 points and 120 goals in the league. You have to go back to the 2001-2002 season to find such a negative start for the capital club. That team, then coached by Vicente Del Bosque, suffered an identical start. 1 win, 2 defeats and a draw in the opening 4 games. Real Madrid ended that season 3rd in the league, but redeemed themselves by lifting the Champions League trophy in Glasgow. Mourinho might want to remind his players of that as they gear up to meet Manchester City in matchday 1 of the Champions League this week, and while he searches for answers for his team's league form.
Buenos días, mister. Carlos Forjanes del diario AS. Decía hace unos segundos que a final de temporada se sentará con el presidente, con la gente del club para hablar, para analizar todo. ¿Es por eso por lo que todavía no ha empezado a planificar la temporada que viene? Porque espera que acabe esta para analizarlo, a planificar la pretemporada, en fin, las cosas que hace la temporada.
¿Es por eso que has dicho? ¿Es por eso que no es preparado?
Le estoy preguntando que sí.
No, tú has dicho que no es preparado.
Le estoy preguntando que sí es por eso.
No, tú has dicho, es por esta razón que usted no ha empezado a preparar la próxima temporada. Es lo que tú has dicho. Si tú has dicho, ¿qué quieres que te diga yo? ¿Tú has dicho que yo no estoy trabajando en la próxima temporada? Si tú has dicho, has dicho. Está dicho, está dicho. ¿Qué quieres que te diga más? ¿Quieres que te diga mentiroso? No puedo hacerlo, no queda bien. No queda bien. ¿Quieres que te diga que es verdad? No te digo porque no es verdad, porque profesional es lo que yo soy. Puede ser mal entrenador a vuestros ojos, pero profesional al 100%, no te admito que digas que no lo soy. Por eso, no quiero ser mal educado y llamarte mentiroso. No quiero decir que soy mal profesional porque no lo acepto. Entonces, quedamos así. Horario marcado, compromiso, yo entro solo. Los que me quieran pitar, que lo hagan. Puedes estar a pitar si quieres. Se ha transformado en el deporte nacional, por encima de fútbol, de tenis, de Fórmula 1, es el deporte nacional. Yo me alegro porque he venido aquí para hacer la gente disfrutar también y que disfruten con el deporte nacional.
Bueno, pues ahí está, efectivamente, vamos, puntual, meridianamente puntual. Vamos a escuchar al Bernabéu. ¿Qué dice el Bernabéu, Ricardo?
Pues mayoritariamente en el público que está ahora mismo, como te digo, aproximadamente unos 10.000 aficionados ovacionando con pancartas, con bufandas de José Mourinho, apenas en los cánticos.
Never let me down.
Escucha el nombre, coreando el público del Salvador.
And you know what? He's right. So I did like to discuss football with him. You know, he had his own opinion. He didn't say to me the things that I would have liked him to have said to me. He said the things which were of true value, that were honest, and that were forthright. Proud of him, I really am. I see him with great pride.